Well, Bob, I'm liking this kind of little bit of a chill in the air, and more is on the way.
Yes, it is. A couple of cold fronts headed our way. Some photos, some great photos. We had the clouds roll in late this afternoon and evening, and some of those clouds not bringing any rainfall here, but kind of making things a little gloomy for sunset. But this is a great shot on Siesta. See the lifeguard stand there, and the clouds move in. Damon Powers, not going to be the best beach weather tomorrow as a result of these clouds in advance of the front. And Barb Wilson, down in Venice, sending this photo in of the clouds as well near a palm tree. And get a look at this. We've got the clouds, but this gentleman here sent me this photo. Said he watches this online. He's from Iowa. He has some relatives here in Bradenton, and he wanted to let us know that, hey, despite the clouds, they've got the clouds and the snow up there at Clear Lake, Iowa. We appreciate you watching online. I hope you're watching tonight. Red tide report. We're getting reports of red tide now because of the winds and waves over the weekend, and looks as though some areas reporting high concentrations right here near New Pass, and that's where some of the fish kill is occurring now over the southern portions of Longboat Key, where it's the heaviest there. There's one area where the report is showing high concentrations of the red tide at this hour, and so we'll keep an eye on that. Again, the full report comes on Friday. Here comes the front. Not much to it in terms of rain. We showed you that earlier. Dry air out ahead of it is really inhibiting any kind of heavy weather occurring with this front. There's just not enough lift as well. And as far as we're concerned, no rainfall around. And it looks like we could see some sea fog, though. It could be developing. It's already starting to in Venice. In fact, that fog is rolling in. 69 degrees there. It's 67 at the Sarasota Bradenton Airport. And as far as the current conditions go, dew point 63. We have a south wind at 9. That's bringing that warm, moist air up over the Gulf of Mexico, causing some of that fog. It could be rather thick near the coast. Earlier today it was inland areas that really got the heavy fog earlier this morning. 74 degrees on the high today. 71 is our normal. 85 the record set in 2012, and no rainfall to report. We're not expecting any kind of a serious accumulation with this front, this first one. 65 degrees in Jacksonville right now. It's 64 in Orlando. Still warm, balmy, you might say. 75 in Key West and 70 in Pensacola. Around the area, if you're away from the water, temperatures in the mid-50s there in Sebring, Lake Placid, Arcadia, Punta Gorda, Northport, 62 degrees. It's 67 in Inglewood and Cortez at 68. Bradenton, you're at 67 degrees. In Palmetto, 66 degrees. Currently, the forecast looks like this for us tomorrow. We'll see a mixture of sun and clouds throughout the day, so look for variable clouds. High temperatures will still warm above average in the mid-70s to even some upper 70s inland. And then the front moves through tomorrow night, and then it will cool us down a little bit on Friday. A secondary front will move through over the weekend, which will cool us down even more so. Well, the future cast looks like this. The front kind of falling apart as it slides on by, but we'll get some slightly cooler air and drier air settling in. And then another front and a storm system kind of develops in the Gulf of Mexico along that front, and we'll swing a stronger front our way come Sunday. We'll have a 50% chance for a few showers. Elsewhere, that storm in Iowa has since moved on into Wisconsin and Michigan this evening. It's pushing on through near Toronto as well as Alpena in Michigan. There's also Green Bay getting some moderate to heavy snowfall there. Snowfall accumulations, though, not nearly as significant as they were yesterday in places like Wisconsin, Michigan, Toronto getting some moderate snowfall there. Temperatures starting to drop now over the northern and central Rockies as well as the northern Plains states into the teens there. That cooler air will start to filter in our direction, especially over the weekend. For boaters tomorrow, looks like this. Winds will be out of the southeast at 5 to 10 knots. Seas will be 2 to 3 feet with a moderate chop in the bays and inland waters. Water temperature now at 69 degrees. And as far as the tides, a low tide upcoming 6:43 and a high at 1:11. The forecast calling for sea fog, otherwise partly cloudy skies. It will be warm and 62 for a low. Then for tomorrow, look for the fog to burn off. We'll see partly cloudy skies to mostly cloudy conditions and a high of 76 degrees. That rain chance only at 30%. The extended forecast does call for a better chance for a few showers on Sunday, and then cooler air to stick around through Wednesday, below average temperatures running in through the next 5 days after we get through Thursday.